The green tea girl, unable to bear seeing her best friend happier than herself, directly bought a bucket of thinner, intending to perish together with her best friend. However, her best friend was always with her chaebol boyfriend, leaving her with no chance to strike. Coincidentally, the boyfriend went back to get something today, so she directly rang her best friend's doorbell. But when Ji-won opened the door, she found the corridor empty. Instead of closing the door immediately, she hesitated for a moment, and it was precisely this moment that gave Soo-min an opportunity. At the same time, the wine in the boyfriend's house was suddenly knocked over by a cat. As if sensing something, he suddenly looked out the window. At this moment, Soo-min was pouring thinner everywhere in the house. The strong smell of all soon choked Ji-won awake, but the electric shock-induced numbness and her tied hands made her unable to get up for the time being. She could only shout and question Soo-min, but unexpectedly, the other party suddenly knelt down.
미안해. 이제 와서 뭘 어떡하겠어. 이제 와서 뭘 어떡해. 왜 이렇게 넌 너만 생각하니? 왜 이렇게 항상 넌 너만 생각해?
This scene was exactly the same as in the previous life, as if history was repeating itself. But Ji-won had no fear at all. Instead, she shifted the topic to Cho-shang. Soo-min personally admitted to killing the scumbag. However, as a seasoned green tea girl, Soo-min was confident in winning everyone's sympathy. At that time, she just needed to lie that it was a manslaughter, that she fled the scene because she was too scared, and then put on a very regretful look, and her sentence would be reduced to less than a year. Upon hearing this, Ji-won did not get angry but laughed instead, as if everything was under her control. After subduing Soo-min, Ji-won suddenly looked towards the corner, where there was a working camera. It turned out that since Soo-min bought the thinner, the boss had recognized her as a wanted criminal. He had just reported her to the police when Ji-won's boyfriend received the news. But Ji-won insisted on not having bodyguards, aiming to lure the snake out of its hole. Taking advantage of these few days, Ji-won first installed more than a dozen cameras in her home and then went to learn escape techniques for a few days. Although the process was miserable, the effect was quite obvious. The boyfriend broke in with the police, and Soo-min was sentenced to life imprisonment.